Good morning, good morning. All right. I'm going to try not to talk as much as I did yesterday, so you guys don't have that long of a video. That was crazy. I apologize. I've got everything glued down. Well, most everything. Most everything. This still needs to go in the mail. I have a care package coming to someone that it needs to be done, but I keep putting it off. To that someone, I apologize. Okay, I've got pretty much everything in here. I got a couple things separated out. I printed out a bunch of titles just so that they look a little different and pop a little bit. And I've got some paper that I can put titles on. I'm going to try to remember to do that. So here we go. We're starting at the 1st of April. There's a few things I need to do back here, but some of them are like the shooting in Kansas City after the Super Bowl. Some things I just am not mentally today. I don't want to talk about it. The horrible stuff going on in Haiti. Texas had a huge fire. My friend's dad being honored with the Medal of Freedom, the Congressional Gold Medal of Freedom for the Chinese American soldiers during World War II. And so on. So I got everything else in here, and I got a lot of Post-its, but I printed out a bunch of titles just in Procreate because it was easier and I could get mass stuff done. And some of them are kind of obvious, like Good Friday. I filled in a lot of stuff, things that I've painted and pictures that I've painted. This is going to take forever at this rate. The Baltimore Bridge crash. And at least the titles are there, and then I can write things that sit down and sit there and write, or maybe add previous newspaper headings and stuff like that too. I'm going to leave the Post-its there. Like the shooting of the World Central Kitchen in Israel. What is this? Oh, that's dog stuff. Gunner's Paws. Okay, that's this. Try to do them in lots of different colors so that they're not quite as... Maybe I should have cut them all out first. Maybe I'll go back to that. I'm going to cut them all out and then I'll be back. Hold, please. Okay. I'm back. All right, we got that one. Okay. Hopefully they're in order. So by 9 o'clock this morning, I had walked a mile and a half, had my breakfast, kayaked out down to like 5 houses down, which these are sort of big lots on the water side, over to the osprey nest, back to the back of the cove across from us, and back over to us. So I'm working on my arms, and that's helping my stomach too, hopefully, to realign it. I need to realign my spare tire, as my husband says, in the most loving sort of way. All right, an earthquake in New York. Oh dear, here. This is the USC, the first USC, which is our USC, University of South Carolina, beat Iowa in the girls basketball college champs. And we are college champs 2 years in a row. Not sure if I understand all that, but anyhow. All right. we are having, earlier in the spring, we were having lots of owl chatter early in the morning. I mean, every single morning. And the day of the eclipse, they stayed out till 8 o'clock or noonish. It was afternoon. And I have that here. The owl was in a tree like 4 or 5 yards over and just went all day. So that, oops, and here's an owl. I kind of just wanted to notate all of that. And don't forget, I didn't say it, but don't forget, these are what they call life books. And everything about life can go in them. You can do, there's all kinds of different things that are available for them. There's drawing challenges, painting challenges. I mean, really kind of cool. There's another owl thing. There was a horrible shooting in Australia. I don't like to be Debbie Downer in my book, but I feel like this is part of our history, and right now the world is a mess. Not just the United States, the whole world. And I just have a hard time with the state of everything right now. So I feel like it's important to put everything in here, including student protests. I agree and disagree with them. I agree and disagree with the war. I think it's horrible that the innocent are, I shouldn't talk about this. The innocent are suffering. I don't believe everything Netanyahu says, for sure. Okay, that's enough of that. And then I kept having these things, these thoughts in my head. What is that horrible buzzing sound? Then we found out it was the cicadas. But all I could think of was like this buzzing motor sound. What is that? So that's a big topic. Then we have this ridiculous drain of money in our country for yet another trial that probably isn't going to amount to anything. And I think that's a huge travesty in this country. And then we have the actual cicada news facts. We are not hearing motor sounds. We are hearing bugs that are as loud as cicadas, as loud as. And then about mid-April, end of April is when all these terrible storms started, and they are still going on. And a plane, big plane, was blown away from the, what do you call that thing? The walking path thing on the way, the tunnel that you walk through to get on the plane. What is that called? Gangplank. That's on a ship when you have to walk the plank. Anyhow, it was blown away by winds at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport 2 days ago. Guess which airport I'm switching to go to California. Yeah. I'm like, please, storms, please be over. Last time I went through there, which was last year or 2 years ago, the weather was terrible, and it was spring break. It was a little bit earlier. So hopefully we don't have as bad as that. All right, we had a terrible shooting in Charlotte. A bunch of not rangers. A bunch of people were killed. Government, police people were killed. That's not the proper way to say it. And then some of these pretty things that I've been making on Procreate, I put here. Here's a pamphlet for a life book. I think it's something I got at, oh, my purple cover came in this. Or some of it came in this. And I just put a bunch of like grocery lists and things that I have found in the pot and used it as a pocket of life. And I like that. I put stuff in there. Here's a bunch of sewing stuff. Here's some happy mail from all over the world. And this is from IBC, but from Berlin. But I do have her envelope, but I don't have anything covering the address. Hold on just a sec. Hold, please. I like seeing hers come through. It's fun. Even though you don't realize it's coming from Berlin. And I'm not sure how much this costs. 110 Berlin money is how much it costs to get here. But I'm gonna put her here. Berlin, Germany. I think that's kind of cool. I think I might put actually this side. I don't know. I'm gonna stick it there for right now. Okay. And then our walk that we did 2 weeks ago over the Broad River. Allie Edwards art inspiration. Gunner's journal from earlier this month. Here's all these horrible storms. Some more horrible storms. And this came out of a children's book. I just happened to have cut it out. I think I cut out something else and that was part of it. The boat ride we took last weekend. Not this past weekend, but the last weekend. I may not have gotten any farther than this. Oh, here's the path of the beaver, the dead beaver. Haven't seen him since. I know where he is. Decomposing. Ugh. But he hasn't floated back here again. He's a few houses down. Oh, this is my walking route. 3,300 steps, 1.5 miles, 29 minutes. Somewhere I put steps back here. And it's getting easier and easier to do these steps. All right, where is my page about steps? I've got a few things to do still in March, but I'm good with it starting here. I don't think I want to put that there. I started my diet on April 4th, but I really got into the walking a little bit, like a week later. There it is. Okay. So this is going to go here. This is my notes to myself. And I'm going to put how I'm doing on my diet. I'm close to 16.5 pounds total. They're much slower, 1 to 2 pounds a week, which is fine. I don't want to go any farther faster than that. I think I had a blank page back here. And I'm working on a quote for my friend that commemorates her dad's Medal of Honor. I'm going to put that there. That's what all the fabric was for, because the first order, my brain was asleep and I ordered not nearly enough. And I have not finished it. I need to finish it. Okay, I think I already put this in here, and I'm going to give him the pleasure of twice. Yeah. But I think actually it just went to the jury as we speak. I'm going to put that there. And that is today, which is Wednesday. I'm going to put this here. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Ooh. I'll let it out, my sneeze. Woo, that was a clean dinger. Okay, so now the next step, and you can see, luckily I got it in a Vec this year, so it's 2 parts. Oh, and this can go away. And this is my friend's dad, the one that got the Medal of Honor posthumously. He died when we were in grammar school in the 6th grade. Cancer, pancreas cancer. Back then, ugh, yuck. Yuck. He was in massive amounts of pain for a very long time. Okay. So I started with April. A bunch of my Marin County stuff from that journal. I'm just kind of trying to put stuff. Nat Geo and Sibylla Court and the World Central Kitchen. Gunner, when we had to have him put to sleep to get his paws worked on. My doctor information. Earthquakes, basketball, diet, owls, eclipses. My friend's quilt. Shooting in Australia. More owls. Parking pass from when my sister and I went down to the beach for a night because we had to stay in a hotel because the beach house was rented. Taxes, grocery shopping, life. Student protesting. Bought some spray bottles for painting at Walmart. More student cicadas. Food labels. My husband went to Charleston for the day. Hush money, ridiculous money spent on trials. Cicadas. Big time. This is the day we went to Charlotte, my sister and I, to IKEA and to get postage. And that was my mom's 5 years anniversary of her passing. And we have all decided, my sisters and I have all decided that we would go someplace on those days because our parents both love to travel. Rearranging my room. I just got another third Alex drawer system. It's not really Alex drawers, it's Amazon's version, which is actually wider. The drawers are wider, not deeper, but wider. Horrible weather. Steps and diets. Charlotte shooting. Me sewing. Seals at Fisherman's Wharf are at record-breaking gatherings. More stuff about the dog. Pretty art stuff. Life. A quilt page. Fabric. Happy Mail. More Happy Mail. Walks. Brochures from walks. Me trying to be inspired by Ali Edwards and actually liking what I did using my stuff. Oh, a blank page. Okay. Pieces of Gunner's journal. More weather issues. A boat ride. More current events in the news. A TV show about the Blue Angels on Amazon, I think. Really interesting. There's the Blue Angels is a performance team in F-18s, I think. They're in F-18s. Kind of like the plane Tom Cruise has in Star Wars, in the new Star Wars. There's now a woman pilot in that performance team. But how much longer is that going to be relevant? Because they could do everything with drones now. I don't know. My husband asked me. He says, well, how much longer do you think the Blue Angels are going to be around? Or the need for pilots? I don't know. I'm on the fence on that. The Path of the Dead Beaver. And that's it. Yesterday we went and got our hair cut. 5-hour prosecution closing arguments was insane. And kayaking. And that's where we are. So now I will go back, and the places that I have room, I'm going to add more art, maybe draw on stuff. I have a pile here that I can add to it. Filler stuff. Just painting. I might paint with watercolors first and just kind of add color to my chattering and stuff. And then I will, first I need to write down what's happening. Second, I need to paint. Third, if there's any room left, I will add stickers, washi tape, that kind of stuff. But I never want to be this far behind again, because to me, it eliminates the ability to be spontaneous. And I think just like saying, oh, I had the hiccup 6 times yesterday, that kind of stuff is almost as crucial as talking about student protests at colleges. To me, in my life book. But I will say, I love decorating these, even though this one got done upside down on accident. But that's par for the course with me, so that's kind of appropriate. And just pieces of paper. I just wanted pieces of paper so that I can do this when I look at it. And it makes me happy. But right now it's got to go back in its purple case. And, oh, there's the Post-its I was looking for. Okay. So right now I will take this and maybe like after dinner tonight, do some writing. And get that in better circumstances. And perhaps use some of this stuff too. But it's all here in this gorgeous, gorgeous case. So thanks for watching. Hopefully I didn't rattle on quite as bad as I did yesterday. Thanks for watching as always and supporting and your great comments. Oh, I answered you, but it was very late in the day. And I don't remember your name. I'm sorry. Tragedies and Mysteries of Rock and Roll. And it is by Michelle Preemy. It's got a lot of 70s rockers for sure. Although there are Mamas and the Papas and Morrison and Elvis and things like that. Oh. Whew. Janis Joplin. Crazy. Oh, crazy again, but really amazing. But some of them I would like to keep visible. Some of the Beach Boys stuff, I mixed feelings about the Beach Boys. Being from California, I can have mixed feelings. Some of these are European people. I think, are those the Sex Pistols? Who was Johnny Thunders in? Oh, New York punk scene. The Heartbreakers? The New York Dolls and the Heartbreakers. That's kind of a little, oh, Freddie Mercury. Massive, massive genius. Massive Kurt Cobain. I never did like the grunge era. But, I mean, apparently he was a legend. I don't even know who this is. But anyhow, this is a really cool book. But it has matte paper. And great pictures if you want to leave them blank. In lieu of using them as an art journal. Makes a great art journal. Anyhow, that's it. Tragedies. And I got it on Amazon. I don't remember how much. Like $17.99 or something like that. But By Bun has one, so I had to have one. And then when I got the second one, I realized I had another one. So hello. So I don't mind using this. I wasn't going to use it for reference for rock and roll anyhow. But yes, the 70s are great rock and rollers. Yes, yes, yes. Anyhow, that's it for me. Now you know how I feel about rock and roll. Okay, 70s rock and roll. All right. Thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Maybe back in this, because that's how long it's going to take me to catch back up. That's why I don't ever want to get that far behind again. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I miss the spontaneity. I miss the silly things that I think about during the day. Like the weird dream I had last night where I was married to somebody who was in medical school and we were staying in a little tiny apartment that when you looked out the window, the Golden Gate Bridge was right next to the house. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't know why. Anyhow. I think that's enough silliness for the day. See you tomorrow. Bye.